Hey guys, it's Francesca, and today I'm going to be doing my 4th Talking Tuesday video. So, sorry for my voice. I've been having issues with my throat, so if that bothers you, I'm sorry. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about loneliness. And I know some people aren't going to, want me to talk about things like this. And that's fine. If you don't want to watch these, that's okay. But I know some people out there want to hear people talk about their experience with things. So, and, like I've said before, I'm not a, psychologist or a therapist. So, what I'm saying is my experiences that I've had with these things. I'm not, a doctor, so, things I do say, take with a grain of salt, because stuff that may have worked for me may not work for other people. So I just don't want, not that I think anybody would do this, but I just don't want people to take what I say and it may not work for you, and then you come back and be upset with me because what I said, you tried and didn't work. So today I'm going to talk about loneliness. And I am one of those people where I'm a big people person. I'm a social butterfly. I love to talk. And I don't like spending a lot of time by myself or alone. So I tend to gravitate towards, groups of people or places where there are going to be lots of people. Because, yes, every person does need their alone time, and it's good to have time just by yourself, because we need a little me time. You need to just take maybe 30, 45 to an hour a day where you just sit down. Maybe you paint your nails or read a book or take a nap, because days can get pretty crazy, and if you're around people so much, you can tend to get overwhelmed. And we just need to realize that we do need to take a break. So, even just 30 minutes out of your day, if you do have, this time, like a time lapse or whatever you want to call it in your day, it is good to take that time to just spend by yourself. But I'm that kind of person where if I spend too much time alone, I tend to get lonely, and it makes me sad. I've had a lot of times where, growing up, I didn't have very many friends, being picked on, which I talked about in my first Talking Tuesday video, which was on bullying. I didn't have very many friends. I was alone a lot, and I got lonely. I was an only child until I was 4, which, I was still little. But spending that time alone, it does get hard on me. Still, to this day, being 19 years old, I still get lonely sometimes because I had to take a year off of school, and I graduated high school in 2012, and I had to take a year off for financial reasons and personal reasons, and it definitely was hard on me because I spent most of the time home by myself. My friends are away at school, and so there's nobody here really to talk to, and it's hard to get in contact with people when everybody has school and work and all these things. So, I've tried to get a job and do these things, and, I haven't been able to find a job yet. Hopefully I'll start school in the fall, and spending all the time alone and by myself really, I definitely think affected me, because I don't like being alone a lot. I do like having a little bit of time, maybe I may not be having the best of day, and if I'm not in a good mood, being around a whole bunch of people can tend to agitate me. So it's good for me to separate myself from the situation and spend that time alone. I've also learned that when I went to therapy, Yes, I went to therapy. I know people think, oh, if you go to therapy, you're crazy. I'm not crazy. I was just depressed and had all these other things going on. So my parents put me in therapy. I am no longer in therapy. I definitely think it is good for some people. Some people benefit from it. Some people don't. I'm not saying if you are depressed or have any of these feelings, you should go see a therapist. I think what you feel is necessary for you. And now I am not recommending, cutting or hurting yourself or things like that. That is, I feel is not okay. If you feel lonely and you need somebody to talk to, that's why I'm doing these videos. Because I want to let people know out there that if you do feel lonely and you do feel these things, I am here for you. That's why I started doing these videos, because I wanted something to do, and I love talking, and I love doing stuff like this. That's why I started doing my videos. Now, if you do feel, I feel like I'm off topic, but that's fine. Now, if you do feel the need to, if you feel like you belong in therapy, ask someone. Talk to your parents, or if you are older, look into it, do your research, because I definitely think people can benefit from therapy, but I think if someone is pushing you to go, you're not going to get out of it what you need. So if you personally think you need to go, I say look into it, or if you are, under the age of 18 and you're not on your own, or, you don't have those abilities to do things by yourself, I'd say talk to your parents. And that's another thing, my loneliness. My brother and sister were in school. My mom works all the time. My father's disabled, and I'm going to talk about this in another video about relationships. We do not have good relationships. We don't get along. I don't think we've ever gotten along. Oh, I don't want to cry. But it's hard when the only person you see every day you don't get along with. And so I get lonely because we argue a lot, so I tend to stay by myself. And it gets hard for me because I'm spending all this time alone. And sometimes I feel like I am alone. And I know I'm not, I do go to church and I do have religious backgrounds, so I'm not going to talk about any of that here because I know that is a touchy subject and people don't like it. So unless you guys want me to do a Talking Tuesday video where I talk about religion, put that down below. But I just wanted to do this video because I know a lot of people get lonely out there and feel, the same way I do. So I don't want you guys to take this as I'm trying to get sympathy or that I need you guys to feel bad for me or anything like that. I don't need that. I just want to do these videos to let people know that there are people out there who feel the same way they do and have gone through these same experiences, and I want to let you guys know that you're not alone. I will put my Instagram down below, my email down below. You guys can email me anytime you want. We can talk on Instagram. I deleted my Twitter. I didn't really use it. I may reactivate it if you guys, want to talk to me on there. Or if you guys have any other social networks you think I should use, also put that down below. And, I hope you guys are having a good day and things like that. I want you guys to, learn from these videos, and I want these videos to be good things. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. Have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.